let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working.
From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Mexico City Diablos.
Set, 60 or.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Fire.
On second down, it's Cook. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Go. Ready.
On the ground, it's Cook, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Here's Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. 90, Wolf.
Off play action, it's Stick. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With a tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Going for the deep ball. He's got it at the 15. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. They give to Johnson going right. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
X3, 218, chop. Hey, wahoo. Check 25. Let's go.
Here's Stick looking to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hill. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert it on 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. To throw is Hill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, here's Hill. And the pressure gets to him again. Uchenna Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Stick. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Stick looks to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Back to throw. Johnson steps away to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. He's at the 50. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Hill. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the carry, it's Cook. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Kill, kill, kill. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And this is caught by Evans. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
This fielded at the 2. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
On the ready.
56. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Get it.
On 1st down, it's Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. They don't want to repeat a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
56.
A shotgun snap for Hill. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Draymond Jones drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the 1st half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? you adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. T.J. Hockenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. There's Hill. That'll be complete to Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way. Down near the 20-yard line.
Result of the play, 1st down and 10.
Okay, ready? You draw Corker.
Stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Throwing on 2nd down. Stick. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The turn. Put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check, 59. You don't want this. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet.
On 3rd down, it's Stick. He's got Evans. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
8-3. 65.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. Johnson on its poke free. Football's out. And this is picked up by the defense. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hill. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating. Receivers in one area, receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next, even in zone defenses, and making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
The end result, 21 yards. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Hill. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Hill. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Blake Cook struck, the ball's out. But thankfully this is corralled by the offense, so they will in fact hold on to the football. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Ooh, the juke. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Cook following the penalty. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
He sets to fire deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 91 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, he shifts past him. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I'm going to come back to you.
Again, it's Cook. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mike 51.
It's a party now.
Protein spill.
Get wild.
51.
Stick looking to throw on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Stick back to pass. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left. That's caught inside the 20. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. T.J. Hockenson with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. Gostkowski the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a particularly good return here, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They run it again with Cook. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5. And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Call it a gain of 5, 4th down now. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 4th down situation with Cook stripped. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Let's go. 60-or.
Hey, D-line, let's get
Topper. Ready?
The first down carry here for Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce.
That?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Stick, 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Now it's Osweiler. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there. 56.
From his goal line here, Hill. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown. Taywan Taylor, 95 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for two. Now Hill, he's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And who's got it? I think the Ravens do, yes. And they're going to win this football game. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First down, Baltimore.
Come on, set. 30 base. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Baltimore, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.